Hi everyone, hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Vechain. Once again, thank you for your continued support across YouTube here. Really do appreciate all the really nice comments and just basically your subscription and the sharing is caring, everything you do to contribute towards the growth of CoinsKid here. Thank you very much. Hope you had a really good weekend and I hope we have a really good week moving forward as well. Let's hope that we have a nice green week across the board and all this consolidation is done, all the pullbacks are done, and we do start to march on now because it's getting a bit flat, a bit boring. It's been a couple of weeks now of consolidation for Vechain and it's getting a bit drab, and we all want that breakout, don't we? So basically, just diving into Vechain, you know, we've got this Elliott wave theory, we've got our wave 5 end of the bull run sort of leg there up to that $1.50 before we have that large ABC correction right there of Elliott wave theory. So far so good. We have entered a level of consolidation. You can see we've broken down, and I would believe that this is the end of wave 3 as well, because we are sort of come down. We've had a relatively deeper correction than we have on these previous levels of consolidation just there in the wave 3. So it's all good, basically. It's all lining up and it's all confirming that, you know, our Elliott wave theory is touching base and it is starting to come to fruition. So, you know, you're going to have this wave 4. It looks bad, chop, up, down, left, right, centre, but it's part of it, okay, and it's normal. It's called consolidation. And in that time, what, you know, I think that personally, through a little bit of technical analysis, I think we've got a couple more weeks left of this. I could be wrong. I think sort of in a couple of weeks, we may start to see us break out this consolidation range that we've got going on for Vechain and actually start to march on and make a little bit of progress right there. I could be wrong. It might be in this week. It might be just a quick little consolidation event and boom, pop out and continue with a bull run, taking us up to that 5th wave target there and some, because this particular 5th wave, I think I've been a little bit conservative with that because obviously it is an estimation, and what we've done is you measure wave 1, but it's well known that wave 5 can be the second largest wave, and in some cases it can even be as big as wave 3. Now don't forget, this is the bull run, and this is the end, in our opinion, this is the end of the bull run just here, okay? This particular wave 5 will take us up into that parabolic stage where you just go vertical, you blow over before the ABC correction. There's no avoiding that. Just look at previous bull runs, okay, and look at market cycles of a bull run. So basically I'm saying that perhaps this is a little bit conservative and we may see further appreciation than this $1.50. If anything, I think that we may sort of round it off and sort of push up towards that $2 mark. Again, not financial advice, but if we do start to see the 5th wave a bit larger than the first, that's where you could see that extension and actually going up a little bit higher. So I'm just making this particular bit of segment of the video just to remind you that this is just healthy, chop, in, out, left, right, up, down, centre, whatever. It's just normal. It's perfectly normal, okay? As long as we hold key levels of support, which I've given you, okay, you're not going to go down anymore. And I think what it is, you're just hitting your head, coming back down, hitting your ass, hitting your head, hitting your ass, hitting your head, hitting your ass. So what we're going to do is just zoom in now on the 4-hourly time frame here and just take a look at Vechain and see what we can see. Yeah, so looking at Vechain on the 4-hourly then, it looks really good. We have picked up really nice, and we do seem to be adhering to some kind of trend line right now. Okay, so I'll draw this trend line in. Do come to your charts and plot this yourself, and if we continue to adhere to this sort of trend line, we should look relatively strong. And to be fair, if we look at this particular trend line that we've kind of been caught in, you can see that potentially we've already broken out of a key level of resistance. So we've been trading in this chop here of this triangle. We've actually broke out of it. You can see that if we do adhere to this support now of this horizontal triangle that we were in for Vechain, then you could see us just creeping up, taking out this high here and creeping up, consolidate for a little bit longer like this before we take another leg up like that, because XRP has done something very similar. It's making headway, but it's really slow. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop the fib on this and see exactly where we are on this retracement right now for Vechain. So right now you can see it's basically retracing. So we're going to go from the bottom here to the top and see exactly what Vechain is doing, okay? So right now you can see, always put on your double bottom if you can. So right now you can see that Vechain's actually trying to retrace to the all-time high. And you can see on that particular retracement there, when it come back up, it hit its head on the golden ratio just right there before it got rejected. And it actually went through we'll measure that, so it went through a 17% correction, 18% correction right there for Vechain. So, you know, it come down, it looked good, like it marching on to the all-time high, and then it hit its head on the golden ratio. So do anticipate this particular level here being a really key level of resistance, because if you do get through it, if you do get through this particular level, the golden ratio right here, that's good, because you've broken this previous resistance where you failed and broke down. You know, if you do start to hit your head there continuously, then do look at that potential where you do start to come down again and test one of these previous levels levels of support. Ideally, what you want to see, to be honest with you, is you want to see it consolidate for a little bit in this level, because otherwise if you start to go up now, you're going to create a big gap in here. Okay, you want to see it nice and organically grow. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. You want to see it sort of go up, sort of do something like this, get these EMAs come back up into it like that, consolidate for a bit, then take the next leg up, get above this golden ratio, get these EMAs back up, and if you can get through that golden ratio, look how far away you are from the all-time high there. You know, once you start breaking that, you're only 25% away from the all-time high for Vechain. Breaking out of that and starting that wave 5 of Elliott wave theory there, up to them higher levels at $1.50 plus in the extension of the bull run right here. But what I want to make you aware is that Vechain is not really getting into gear. It's very lackluster, which is a real telltale sign of consolidation when it goes flat and sideways, because you're not seeing the 25% pumps anymore on Vechain. Like 4-5% pumps, 6% dumps, 8% pumps, 2% dumps, 3% pumps, you know, pump dump, basically. You know, it's flat. It's just flat. So I would anticipate, you know, not financial advice, but as you do continue, if you do continue, by the way, if you do continue to creep up, do target that level there as a key level of resistance. Lovely level if we can get through it. If we can get through that, then it's a big tick to the upside, and potentially a ticket on the rocket ship to Mars to get back up to that high and that wave 5 Elliott wave theory right there. So that is a really important level. I'm going to drop that in for you right now for you to keep an eye on in this retracement to its all-time high. Is 0.22279.457 for Vechain. You can see it said there as resistance, got rejected, and after that it had a really big correction. So do anticipate, okay, you know, because it's happened before doesn't mean it can't happen again. If you do start to hit your head, then do anticipate you could potentially roll, and you could be looking at another little correction there for Vechain in this consolidation event of around 18%. So yeah, if you do start to see its head and it's not making headway, then you could open a little short on Vechain right there. Okay, so that's just a little update on Vechain. Hopefully tomorrow I've come back and it's got through this golden ratio, it's got through that particular level there, and it's starting to make progress, and we've gone through all this consolidation, and now we're marching on in this next phase of the bull run for Vechain. Here's hoping for a green week. Okay, stay strong, stay safe, most importantly stay tuned. I'll be back tomorrow with another Vechain update. Take care everyone, bye bye.